Thank you very much for joining me. I'm a meteorologist. It is Monday, April 24th, 2023, and we are tracking a couple different storm systems out there. One that has actually caused some problems over the last couple of days in the form of severe weather, including tornadoes across parts of the south. And then also a system up here in the north that has been causing a lot of rain and snow and some pretty strong winds. And both of these are going to continue to cause problems as we go into the future. But let's take a look at what's happening right now across the United States. And we'll start off with our satellite and radar imagery here. Notice, we've got a lot of cloud cover across the northern tier of the US. This is our system that's been causing a lot of the problems. Snow on the backside, rain on the front side. It's actually going to turn into more of a wind problem as it goes into the future. But notice how the severe weather threat really starts to ramp up down here to the south. And east of Dallas, Texas, all the way back towards Houston, even around New Orleans. We're starting to see those scattered showers and storms pop up. These will continue to fire off throughout the day today, especially between 1 and 7 p.m. That is, when we think we re-gone, have the best chance to see. Some of those storms become severe. The Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk of severe weather for areas in southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. And then we've got a marginal risk that goes all the way back towards Abilene, Texas, and even up into portions of Tennessee and Kentucky. So this is the area that you want to be weather aware in over the next 12 to 18 hours or so. Let's take a look at what the radar could look like as we go into the future. Once again, their SR system up here in the north, bringing some heavy snow to portions of North Dakota and South Dakota. It is also going to bring some heavy rain and some strong thunderstorms into Iowa and Missouri as we get into the early morning hours on Tuesday. And then eventually this is going to fizzle out as it moves into the northeast, but the severe weather threat really starts to pick up steam here around 4 p.m. today. As we see those scattered showers and storms fire off across portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Missouri. And then watch what happens as we go later into the evening tonight. Those storms really start to intensify across portions of Mississippi and Alabama. We're also starting to see some stronger storms pop up in Tennessee and Kentucky as well. And then those are gone. Now move off to the east and eventually fizzle out once they get into the middle portion of the Ohio River Valley there. But the severe weather threat continues to be elevated as we go into tomorrow afternoon and even into the evening hours. So if you live anywhere in the yellow or the orange, make sure you're paying attention to the weather tomorrow. So this is what the radar could look like as we go into tomorrow morning. Notice we've still got some heavy snow up here in the north, but that severe weather threat really starts to pick up across portions of the southeast. And then once again, those storms are gone. Move off to the east and we re-gone. Continue to see the severe weather threat really ramp up as we go into the afternoon and evening hours. So make sure you're paying attention to the weather tomorrow, especially if you live anywhere in the yellow or the orange. If you don't have an OAA weather radio, now's the time to get one. If you don't have a weather radio, you need to get one. You can get them at most major retailers and online. They plug into your wall just like a regular clock radio, and when there is a tornado warning for your area, it'll wake you up. It'll actually make a loud siren sound to wake you up. And it also tells you what the warning is for. So if you don't have a weather radio, please get one. So make sure you're paying attention to the weather, not only tomorrow, but also on Wednesday as well, because we've got another slight risk of severe weather for portions of the Ohio River Valley and the Mid-Atlantic region. And then, of course, make sure you be paying attention to the weather on Thursday as well, because we've got another slight risk of severe weather from Texas up into Illinois. And then there's also a marginal risk that goes all the way up into Iowa and Wisconsin. All right, so it's going to be busy as we go into the future. Make sure you're paying attention to the weather. And you can always get the latest forecast updates on our website, wdrb.com. You can also download our mobile app. It's free. It's available on all smartphones. And of course, you can always stay updated with me on social media. I'll keep you posted with the latest as we go forward. Thank you very much for watching.